An important visit is coming up for you. What are we expecting, especially on the bilateral front with your Indian counterpart?
Well, Rena, if we were to judge based on the conversation and relationship between Prime Minister Modi and President Biden, I think we can expect great things to happen between India and the U.S. Obviously, it's a G20, and there are 18 other countries, but we are very thrilled with the leadership that we have seen from India in trying to move these global affairs forward, especially when it comes to pandemic preparedness. But there's so much more. We're thrilled that India is so interested in partnering on cancer research and treatment. We want to make sure that we move forward on universal health care, making digital technology available. In so many ways, we are two partners riding together in this great effort to help the world.
All right. Let's just dig a little deeper on the G20 meeting that is set in Gandhinagar. You will be there. Now, India has set these goals or ambitious priorities for its presidency. What do you make of India's presidency, and what do you make of these goals?
Well, any world leader should be ambitious, and it does not surprise us that India is pushing a very progressive forward agenda, and we are very supportive of many of those efforts because they complement so much of what we are trying to accomplish as well. And we hope that we get 18 other willing partners to move forward.
All right. Now, with China remaining opposed to a conceptual and pragmatic gains of the Indo-Pacific countries, as well as to a strong India-US partnership, do you agree that India and US must work together to erect mechanisms like the Quad vaccine that we've seen in the past and that is still ongoing? And that will probably prevent a possible hostile disruption of supply chains in the future. Do you agree on that?
We certainly agree that there needs to be a mechanism to make sure no one in the world, whatever region they're in, goes without. And I know that when it comes to pushing forward an agenda that lets us work cooperatively, that is one of the principal goals that India has during its leadership of the G20. We want to be supportive of that. There is no doubt that there will be challenges, that in some places we won't have full agreement, but I believe that India is going to make a very strong effort in the G20 to try to move us all with consensus. And we're very supportive of those efforts because you cannot have disruptions in that level of cooperation, because if you have disruption in cooperation, you will have disruptions in supply chains.
Right. Now, when it comes to the road ahead, do you agree that India and the US can combine their strengths in low-cost manufacturing, sustainable and expansive supply chains, respectively, which both, that is like something that which is very to India and the US for global distribution of medicines and equipment? What is the future of this partnership between India and the US when it comes to the health sector?
Well, the strengthening of the relationship and partnership between two regional and global leaders means that we will have better connectivity among the rest of the nations in the world. And so the more that you see the strength that India brings to its region and the U.S. to its region, and the combination partnership means that we'll be able to fill in some of those gaps that have existed in the past. And if we can get other global leaders to join together, then we can help make sure that we are covering all those spaces that let people, human beings, fall through the cracks. And so what we think is going to happen at G20 is a further building the momentum towards working together. And clearly some, like India, like the US, have more capacity than others. But I think we're all willing to try to share to make sure that we bring everyone on board.